I'm going to stick up for Bill Belichick here. Bill Belichick drafted Tom Brady, did he not? There were many, many different teams and many different rounds that other teams could have drafted Tom Brady. As a matter of fact, Tom Brady was drafted in the 6th round. That means there were 6 times around that many different teams could have taken a dab on Tom Brady. He was too slow. He didn't have a quarterback's body. He couldn't run. He couldn't do this. He didn't have a strong enough arm. Boy, were they wrong. Now, Bill Belichick has not had 2 very good back-to-back seasons. There's no question the Patriots have not been what everybody thought they were going to be this year. I know Jeff didn't think they were going to be any good, but there were other people that thought the Patriots could sneak in and win the division this year.
Including our friend Wes, that had them second in the division.
Yeah, a lot of people because of who Bill Belichick is. Rex Ryan is wrong. Rex Ryan has not coached, or he hasn't been a defensive coordinator in like over 5 years. Why is he speaking? If Rex Ryan wanted to take a defensive coordinator job, why didn't he get the Broncos job? He interviewed for it. He works for ESPN. He wants to speak for ESPN. Good for him. I respect Rex Ryan. I really do. Those were some of the best years as a Jet fan I love to watch. I love the clown show that he put out there, wearing the mop on his head, dancing around, prancing around, being the great Rex Ryan, sexy Rexy, getting tattoos of his quarterback on his forearm or whatever, his leg, and then, doing the things that he did on and off the field. Fantastic. Great. The Jets went to back-to-back AFC title games and choked. I can't sit here today and say that Bill Belichick is not the reason why the Patriots were a good organization, a good run, oiled machine, because he was. He drafted all those players. He brought all those players in. He was the GM practically for all those teams. Really, the first 5 years he wasn't. I think the first 5 or 6 or 7 years he wasn't. And then he took over, and he's been practically the GM/coach for the last 13 years for the New England Patriots. So to say that he wasn't the reason why, or recollection on why the Patriots were as good as they were for the 20 years because of one player, that's ridiculous. Yeah. This is a team game. Who was their offensive coordinator last year? I don't even know. You had this guy, you had that guy. Hey, this guy off the street was the quarterback coach, offensive coordinator. Yep. So, I understand why Rex Ryan is doing it. He loves the fact that Bill Belichick is failing right now for the first time in 20 years. Great. Mm-hmm. It's great. To say that Bill Belichick wasn't responsible for those championships is ridiculous. Mm-hmm. Yes, you need a good quarterback. Yes, you need a good defense. Yes, you need a good offensive line or a semi-decent offensive line if you have a quarterback that can release the ball as fast as Tom Brady can. But who developed Tom Brady? Bill Belichick. So to sit here and say, hey, you know what? Bill Belichick is not really a good coach. He's really, what he has done over the years was because of Tom Brady. And I'm not saying Tom Brady wasn't great. He was. Mm-hmm. And I used to take shots at Bill Belichick. I didn't think he was the greatest. He is the greatest NFL coach I've seen in my era and might be the great. You can argue that he is the greatest. And if he breaks Shula's win record, he's got almost every single record. So to say that he is not the greatest or one of the top 2 greatest coaches in NFL history is ridiculous. And Rex Ryan, and I'm going to say this very nicely to you, what did you do? Did you win a Super Bowl? Did you ever win a Super Bowl as a defensive coordinator? The answer, no. You didn't win a Super Bowl as a defensive coordinator for Baltimore. You were a coach on the bench. You were not the defensive coordinator for that team. And when you were the coach of the New York Jets for the 5 years that you were there, did you win a Super Bowl when you went to back-to-back AFC title games? The answer, no. So to say and take shots at a guy that was successful, yes, everything had to work right for him. Look at those defenses. Tom Brady wasn't great in some of those Super Bowls. Right. His defense, he found these corners that played very well, scheming it right in those games. Who do you think made those schemes, picked those schemes to play in the Super Bowl? It was Bill Belichick. It wasn't Tom Brady. Oh, I want you to run this defensive scheme against this team. He doesn't know. He's a quarterback. He's going to go out there and play. So it's ridiculous that Rex Ryan came out and said this crazy garbage because you know what's going to happen. Bill Belichick's going to leave on his own recognizance in the offseason. He's going to go to the Chargers, and a team that's never had any luck. He's going to go over there. He's going to have a quarterback in Justin Herbert, and he's going to find a way to win 10 or 11 games next year with that team and go all the way to the Super Bowl with that team and possibly win. And then what is Rex Ryan going to say about that? Well, you couldn't win without Tom Brady. Well, he did.